Hey, I think you're really going to like this. On Morning Joe, after Morning Joe is the MSNBC program, former Republican Congressman Joe Scarborough is a host. Mika Brzezinski is on there. They've got Willie Geist. It's a whole cast of characters. The day after the New Hampshire win, Donald Trump called in and he talked about how he's so glad to have Joe Scarborough as a supporter of his. And immediately you see Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough, their eyes go wide. They don't know what hit them, Lewis. They don't want to be identified publicly as Donald Trump supporters. They start talking over each other in a desperate attempt to backtrack and sort of say, well, by supporters, you mean we thought you had a chance here, kind of. But I mean, I'm not really sure. It's amazing. Let's listen to it. You're going to love it. I love it.
Well, Donald Trump, congratulations. How's your family holding up at this point?
Everyone's great. It was great seeing you, and you guys have been supporters, and I really appreciate it. And not necessarily supporters, but at least believers. You said there's some potential there, and the same thing with Bob. Bob has been a real professional, whereas other people were looking and saying, well, wait a minute, he's very successful as a developer and a business guy, but he's not a politician. And Bob got an early glance, and I appreciate Bob's fair reporting in the Washington Post very much so.
Okay.
Well, I will tell you what, when you say supporter, you're talking about how actually, you're talking about Bob, Mika, myself also helping, Willie, and those of us around the table. There were a handful of people who, for 6 months, have been saying what happened last night could happen.
Yeah.
And the rest of the media world has been
But let me clarify what supporters
has
means.
been mocking and ridiculing exactly what he's done.
This is kind of important because from the get-go, I mean, I don't agree. Donald and I have not agreed on things ever since we started talking about pageants on Morning Joe. So it's not like Donald and I have the same worldview. You guys might in some ways, but we knew that he could do this from the get-go. So I think the sense is that we believed that his talents actually could follow through and translate into something while everyone else underestimated him.
All right,
let's cut it there. So the reality is Joe Scarborough has openly bragged that he helped Donald Trump prepare for his first debate. There have been rumors, and what Donald Trump said there, it was so good to see you. What he meant was there's rumors that the previous night, both Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough met up with Donald Trump to celebrate the fact that he won in New Hampshire. And again, I guess they kind of wanted to keep it a secret, but CNN reported it anyway. And then the entire, this is just so funny. And I get it. Mika Brzezinski does not agree with Donald Trump politically. There's no doubt about that. But the visible panic and desperation to explain away what Donald Trump is talking about here, this is a golden media moment, Lewis. I absolutely relished watching the awkwardness on both of their faces.
Yeah, Joe wasn't too quick to kind of dismiss the support thing.
No,
right?
well, yeah, I mean, I think nobody knew what to do, right? And it is undeniable.
Deer
at
in
this
the
point,
headlights moment.
Deer in the headlights moment. I just absolutely love it, and you got to love this stuff.